The way the Minister of State for Defense, Bello Matawale, came out charging at the Northern Elders Forum spokesperson when he criticized Tinubu that the North regrets voting for him, that they will never make the mistake in 2027. Matawale was so incensed about the criticism that he went as far as reprimanding them, saying that the Northern Elders Forum are political paperweights who are seeking for relevance, that the person they backed during the presidential election in 2023 didn't win the election, and that they can never unseat Tinubu even in 2027. Now, Matawale has taken the sycophancy to another level. He never expected that someone Tinubu gave an appointment will reply him even before the Northern Elders Forum spokesperson was able to write his reply. Someone inside the administration has already replied Matawale. That person is no other than the former spokesperson of the Northern Elders Forum, who Tinubu made the political advisor to the vice president. In his response to Matawale in a Facebook post, he criticized the way and manner Matawale replied the Northern Elders Forum spokesperson. He said that Matawale should have used the opportunity to market the administration to Northerners, to explain to them what the administration is doing to ameliorate the suffering in the country. In summary, he said that Matawale's approach was wrong. He missed a golden opportunity to market the administration. Yes, he's very right. When people come out charging at you because you criticize them, know that you have hit a chord, and the right chord for that matter. You see it every day on social media. When people criticize the government, you see people commenting something unrelated to what was said. They do all this out of frustration. They expect everyone to be whipped in line. No one must criticize them or criticize the government. But they forget that this is democracy. If you don't criticize the government, how are they going to know if they are doing something good or wrong? Because no one knows it all. You can never be 100% perfect. Take for instance the gaffe of the Minister of Power, Adelabu, when he blamed Nigerians for leaving their freezers and air conditioners on, that they abuse power. A lot of people connected to the administration started supporting him, saying yes, Nigerians abuse power. They deserve an increase in electricity tariff. But now, the same minister has come out to say, hey, I apologize. I shouldn't have used that analogy. It was wrong. This, that. What are the people who supported him that time? What are they going to do now?
We don't have the culture of consumption management in this country in terms of power. Just because of the cheapness of the tariff we pay out. A lot of people come back from work. They want to have dinner, or they want to play with their colleagues down the road. They switch on the AC for the room to be cooling before they come back. Yes, some people will be going to work in the morning. A freezer has been left on for days. They will still leave it on when all the items in the freezer are already frozen. And 5, 6, 8 hours of their absence will not make it to defreeze. They will still leave it. It will consume power. Just because we are not paying enough. We've all been overseas before. We know how conscious the power consumers are to consumption of electricity.
It is simply herd mentality. Everyone wouldn't be like this. If people in government that are supposed to be serving the citizens, serving Nigerians, in fact Nigerians are their employers, when Nigerians criticize them and they come back charging at them, know that Nigerians are right. The people that are criticizing them must have hit a chord. That's why they react in such a manner. Yes, it's simple psychology. If someone didn't do anything wrong, he wouldn't react in that manner. He would take his time to explain, hey, this is how it happened, this is what happened, and you guys will reach an understanding. Matawale and his likes have this sickening mentality that they will always have their way no matter what. After all, Nigerians are poor. Offer them money and whip them in line. But they have forgotten that Nigerians opposed military boys. Of course, the corruption that went on during the military pales in comparison to what is happening now, but Nigerians still oppose them because they could bribe people and still whip them in line with force. They will threaten you with imprisonment or anything, but people still oppose them. How much more fellow civilians? You see, they are very much aware of what is going on at the grassroots level, especially in northern Nigeria. So it's not just the Northern Elders Forum making their opinion, it is the general opinion in the north. In many mosques, they are preaching against the administration. Yes, They are aware of this, they can't contain it, and Matawale is making things worse for the administration with the kind of language he's using against the Northern Elders Forum and telling all Northerners in the current administration to come out and defend Tinubu or resign. He has taken the whole thing to a whole new level. This has never happened before. You don't force anyone to defend anyone. And mind you, defending these people will turn you to something else because, hey, where do you even start? Are you going to start on the power supply, where they have put the cart before the horse? Yes, this administration didn't cause the power outages in Nigeria. It has been a perennial problem. But their solution to solving the problem is to increase electricity tariff. Who does that? Even electricity workers have now come out to tell the government to reverse to the old tariff, that it is counterproductive. And considering how many times the national grid has collapsed under this administration, you will see clearly that they do not have the solution to the power outages in Nigeria. All they have as defense is to tell Nigerians to have hope that things will get better in the future. But it's obvious that things are getting worse, not better. How do you explain removing petrol subsidy, increasing customs duty, inflation at more than 33% according to the National Bureau of Statistics? All these have led to the decrease of productivity in Nigeria because many companies have left, many that are still operating in Nigeria are making huge losses. Some are downsizing, like the Nigerian breweries that have said that they will close down 2 factories, which will of course mean many people will lose their jobs. All these the current administration have brought on Nigerians, and they are telling people that it will get better. No, it will only get worse. Nigerians are suffering, especially in northern Nigeria. The north used to have one advantage. Food was always cheap in northern Nigeria, but not anymore. So people are feeling the heat, and for the first time in many years, people in the north are seeing the people that are causing their problems. They know it is the government that is causing the suffering in the north. That's why many have resolved not to vote for them anymore. They don't need any preaching from any imam or cleric to tell them, hey, let's take care of our interests and vote for this person. Many people are making the resolution by themselves because they know what is happening in Nigeria. Everyone can see, everyone can tell. Hey, it wasn't so a year ago. When Buhari was there, we know how much they were selling petrol per liter. What of diesel? What of rice? What of many things? So they can see the sharp contrast. You don't need to tell people, you don't need to bamboozle them that, hey, this is what is causing it. They know who is causing it. So Matawale and the people he represents should be ready to shout down and insult more northerners because they are coming. Many more northerners are coming. They will criticize them because things are getting worse. Yes, the reason many people haven't criticized the government yet is simply because the suffering hasn't reached their doorstep. So they should get prepared because many people are being converted every day. Or instead of wasting time responding to every critic, why not use the time to actually work for Nigerians or listen to their criticism and apply it because it's obvious yours is not working. How hard can this be? You can't do the job. You want people to believe you can do the job. The Nigerian economy is saying you are not doing a good job. So what is really going on? Thanks for watching.